Shabbat Shalom, everyone, on this Shabbat, Matot Masei. On this Shabbat, Matot Masei, we continue the adventures of As the Torah Turns. So what does this week have in store for us? Well, first of all, Moses outlines the laws concerning vows and oaths, emphasizing that one must fulfill their word. The Israelites are commanded to wage war against Midian for their role in tempting the Israelites to sin. Oy, oy, oy. The Parsha recounts the 42 journeys and encampments of the Israelites during their 40 years in the wilderness. The daughters of Salafchad received their inheritance, and guidelines are established, the inheritance where there are no male heirs. And finally, the concept and designation of cities of refuge are clarified, emphasizing justice and protection for those who accidentally caused death. And that is where we are headed this morning. Just follow along with the bouncing Torah. Well, actually not. Let's follow along. Wait a second. What the heck does Kohelet Ecclesiastes have to do with anything that I'm going to offer this morning? It's a trick question because you don't know yet. Ha. From Kohelet, chapter 1, verse 9, Kohelet Ecclesiastes, which we will read next Saturday night for Tisha B'Av. In Kohelet, it says, V'ein kol chadash tachat hashemesh. There is nothing new beneath the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. I mentioned before the cities of refuge very briefly. We're going to be unpacking a little bit how we are not the only ones who felt that this was necessary. This is the Hawaiian island of Honua. And not only does the beach look like this, on the island of Honua, we also have this. We have ancient sculptures of gods and goddesses to help those who needed to escape after having committed a sin or crime of some kind, where there might be a retribution, someone who was out to get them, perhaps even to kill them. They would run to this island. Honua was a place of refuge where ancient Hawaiians could escape punishment for breaking kapu. Kapu refers to the ancient Hawaiian system of laws and prohibitions. Kapu meaning forbidden, sacred, or taboo. And so, too, other cultures, just like ours, spelled out a system of laws and prohibitions and also the consequences of trespassing. The purpose of kapu was used to maintain order, enforce social hierarchies, and protect spiritual power. Now, the protection of spiritual power is really important because that power doesn't just lie outside of us, but it lies inside of us. In the same way that we're going to pick up some really bad karmic schmutz when we are not being fully ourselves, we do something to harm others and harm ourselves, and perhaps we need to forgive others and ourselves for. The consequences of breaking kapu, even unintentionally, could result in severe consequences, even death. Even death. Well, is that not true of biblical days? Which is why the rabbis, well, not the rabbis, the Torah, set up cities of refuge to escape to in order to avoid harm from the goel, from one who would seek to redeem the one who was killed and kill the killer. Puhonua, meaning a place of refuge, was a sacred site where ancient Hawaiians could seek forgiveness and protection if they broke kapu, sacred law. It offered amnesty to those who made it to its grounds, where they are pardoned by priests after a period of ritual and penance. Sound familiar? So now let's move on to the Torah portion of Masei. This is a double parsha this week, Matot Masei. And as always, we are just focusing on a very, very small part. Daber el bnei Yisrael v'yarmarta alehem ki atem uvrim et hayarden arza Canaan. Daber el bnei Yisrael, speak to the Israelite people and say to them, when you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, Rechivtam lachem haRim, arei miklat tiena lachem, v'nas nashama rotzeach, makei nefesh bishgaga. You shall provide yourselves with places to serve you as cities of refuge, to which a person who has killed someone, who has slain someone bishgaga, unintentionally, may flee. V'hayu lachem haRim l'miklat migoel. Then the haRim, the cities, shall serve for you as a refuge from the avenger. As always, we take a look at our parsha through the lens of Hasidic thought to find what we could use to live our lives in the parsha. And we rely on Hasidic commentary such as the following. This is a commentary from the grandfather of Sfat Emet. This is Yitzchak Meir Alter of Ger, otherwise known as Chidushei haRim. In the Hebrew it says, Adam and Eve. Adam meaning a person. Adam mi Yisrael mi ira lo mikra iyum kazeh. When a person experiences something terrible, kazeh, like this. What is the likeness that our commentator is referring to? Killing someone inadvertently, unintentionally, or being the goel, being a redeemer who wants to get back at the person who killed a member of their family. So now we're going to take it into the realm of the imagination, which is where the Hasidic commentaries are inviting us to go. Adam Yisrael she'ira lo mikra, a happening like this, Shaharag Adam b'shogeg, who has killed someone unintentionally. V'nafsho mara alav ma'od, the soul is deeply embittered, right? Ad she'einenu motze lo makom ba'olam, so that the soul cannot find a place in the world. So there are times, I'm sure you relate to this, that we feel as if we have no place because something that we have done, there's no way back. We don't even know where we are in our lives. We're so messed up. Omer lo HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So Yud Hei Vav Hei says, V'samti lo lecha makom ba'arei hamiklat. I've given you a place, a city of refuge, where you can find rest. Tinatzel u'metzei lecha manuach. However, for those who have not overcome these bitter feelings, there's no room for them in the place of refuge. In other words, if you do not seek forgiveness, there will be no place for you, and will be like Cain, who wanders the world without a place for the rest of our lives. If you are beginning to feel, hey, this is starting to resonate for high holidays, there is a reason for that. It's because we are about to enter the season in which we turn from that which has been broken to that which we seek to heal and make whole. Again, there's nothing new under the sun. Ein kol chadash tachar hashemesh. Whether it be Hawaiian Island or a city of refuge or a place of refuge within us, which is how I read this commentary. The commentary says like this, kazeh, if we do something to ourselves that harms us inside, like killing someone. Our commentator is understanding killing, obviously unintentionally, metaphorically. There are many ways, are there not, in which we kill our dreams, we kill our hopes, we kill our relationships. Taking that a step further, I sense that the city of refuge is a place within me, within you. This place, makom, and you know makom is a name for Yud He Vav He, is another name for God, which I go to forgive another person, this makom, the place where I forgive myself, inside of me. And so, my sweet friends, don't hyperventilate, but Elul is but a month away, where we will be doing the hard work of teshuvah, where we will fiercely engage in the theme of forgiveness. As Shulamit so beautifully said, when we forgive, we are safe. When we do not, we are wanderers. Our souls bereft of a place to take refuge. We are lost and not completely whole. Forgiveness is hard work, which promises to cleanse ourselves from weights that we no longer need to bear. And so, my holy friends, on this Shabbat Matot Masei, may we find refuge in each other. May we find refuge within ourselves. And may we find refuge in this Shabbat Kodesh and Rosh Chodesh, in the Holy Shabbat and in the new month. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.